welcome back to my channel everybody, it's Boondog here, the MXBikes video. I'm on Force with YZ250F, not the two-stroke yet, they're downloading right now. But I'm doing a 40-hour update video to show the progress I have made since basically my first online race, which was on this track. I don't get the best start, but not bad. This is a no collision server, so I don't worry about crashing anywhere. So what I've learned in the 40 hours is basically how to download skins, tracks, bikes, mods, all that good stuff, and just really learn the mod database and really search for tracks and find ones that are really fun to play. Over the course of 40 hours, I have also learned how to scrub, whip, seat bounce. Not really that good at it because I don't have to do it very often, so it's few and far between. I'll be seat bouncing in a race or on a track. I've also learned to go pretty fast. I don't know what the average learning curve is for this game, but from my first online race on this exact same bike to now, I've gone 22 seconds faster on this track. And I know I can go faster. Later in this video, there's a spot where I run a 117.16, and then I think the lap or 2 laps after it, I could have gone faster than that, but I end up hitting the fence and I just mess up. So what I've also learned is consistency is key. You don't necessarily have to go balls to the wall, just go fast all the time. You just need to be consistent and to build from consistency to go fast. So if you made it this far in the video, I thank you for that. One word of advice I have for anybody that's struggling at this game is don't stop playing. Keep playing. It doesn't matter how frustrated you get. Eventually you'll figure it out. The next tip I have is to go find somebody that plays this game for thousands of hours and look at their settings. Try to find a video on their settings. Because when I first played this game, I kind of struggled with trying to figure out what to do with the controls and finding like somebody's controls that are on a pro level, and then you play them and you're like, oh, these feel pretty dang good. It makes you more confident in the game, and you can go faster. You start to learn your angles, you learn your speed, you start to learn what tires are better. Like in this race right now, I'm running the mid-soft tires, just the regular mid-soft tires, and I air them down to 13.8 psi. All my suspension clickers are clicked stiffer by about 3 or 4, and then my oil level height on the forks, almost every bike I have is set at 1 to 5 millimeters. I don't know what it is, but that's like the sweet spot. At least that's the sweet spot for me. It could be different for you. It could be different for each track you ride. Some tracks may require stiffer suspension, and other tracks may require softer suspension or a different tire setup. So another pointer I have, in this 40 hours I've played this game, is test your tires. Go out there, if you can, and run, like if you're on a 250, run the 80 width front tire for a while. And run that like 13.8, 14 something PSI. And then same with the rear. The rear, keep it at the 110, because you don't really want to go too much smaller or too much bigger. But play at the front. Go from the 80, go to the 90, play at the PSI, maybe stiffen up your suspension if you're over jumping something, or you get the front end wobble and a little kick. And just tweak with the suspension, play with it until it starts to feel good. Now I haven't really dabbled in the frame geometry of the bikes, like swing arm length, rod length. I don't know if that really makes a big difference. I know some bikes it might, but I've never spent a lot of time on it like I do suspension and PSI. Total tire pressure PSI. So this lap that I just hit the fence on is my 117.16 lap. If I wouldn't have tapped the fence, it probably would have been 116s. And this lap I'm doing now would have also been 116s, and you'll see why. I just messed up basically in the same corner. It happens. It's a dirt bike, and even in real life, things happen on dirt bikes. So, and that basically wraps up my 40 hours of what I've learned. So I want to thank you guys for watching these videos. I want to thank you for subscribing and commenting on my videos. give me pointers on tracks and just everything you guys have done for me in the community so far. And finally, during my 40-hour video, I decided to try to scrub that big uphill triple. And it felt so good to clear it and land it perfectly. Well, almost. It feels good just to do those things finally. But this video's winded down. There's a spot where I mess up right there. And then right up here too, I just get a weird little bounce launch right to the fence. I think that was 7th place that went by. Oh well, it happens. Online racing, anything can happen. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep on riding.